It is Tuesday, July 19th. Very warm, 83 degrees, and no, I can't be wearing this. Checked out TikTok and saw this cool thing that everyone's doing. What is it? Oh, right, rad.
Do not act like a teenager on TikTok.
Sorry, Killjoy. But anyway, we're going to Washington County, Reservoir number 4. This place means a lot to me. It's actually where I started to get into lure fishing. And I'm meeting my buddy Scotty. He's actually going to be giving me one of his baitcaster reels. So before I head out there, I'm going to stop at Walmart and pick up a bait casting rod. My experience with a bait caster is near zilch, so I fully expect to make an idiot of myself today. And my name is Jake Workmeister, and I love fishing. So I just got out of Walmart, and due to an incredible amount of lack of creativity, I went with the GX2. Why not? It's a 5.6 medium action, so it's a little bit shorter than I'm used to, but basically because it makes it a little bit easier to transport in a sedan. But the cool thing is, look what I found. Good old-fashioned cream worm. The first worm I actually used at this very spot, so we'll see how it works out today.
Boy, what a beautiful day. This is nice. Beside that big patch of leaves there growing up out of the ground, out of the water, I see them. We'll try a few more casts with this one here and see what happens. You get him out deep enough out there. That's a pretty good spot. Hopefully they take notice to it. A little jumbled here.
Scotty, I'm with you. These things suck.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had a hell of a time. It was terrible.
I don't know if it's something I'm not understanding about how this particular one works, but it's not going anywhere I want it to go.
No?
Down to my spinning rod.
Yep. I struggled with it, I gotta admit. That's why.
It's like a training one, but then it doesn't do anything that it should be doing.
Yeah, exactly. I had a hard time with it, buddy. I just was like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. Yeah.
Okay, so in some odd turn of events, my camera hasn't been on for about 40 minutes. It's recording now. So yeah, I'm an expert at bait casting now. You missed all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
The swearing, the tears.
That's right.
Probably for the best. So quick recap. I know I got it at least on my cell phone footage, and Scotty and I will, well, your footage is running. I don't understand why mine wasn't. But yeah, we determined that these things are a pain in the ass. I think I'm starting to get better at it. Not much, but you know, better. I'm gonna get around you and see if I could
Yeah, get right ahead, buddy. There's some good spots over there.
I'm hunting around, seeing what I could pick out just with my polarized lenses. And if I do catch a fish, I'll bonk him over the head because I still have absolutely no control over this thing. At least I'm in the open water now. That's cool. I kind of regret not having this on film, all the bird's nests, the trials and tears. So this is a Abu Garcia. It's an easy cast, and there's a mechanism on here. Tries to idiot proof the whole act of casting a bait caster. The problem with it is it kind of gets in the way. So I deactivated that. This is a very, very basic unit, and it took me a while to figure out how the particular tensioner worked on this. But I think we got it now. So yeah, like I said before, due to lack of creativity, I went with yet another GX2. But when you Find something you like, you stick to it. This is nope, there we go. There we go. There we go. You know what? I'm starting to get better at getting these out, so yeah, it's weird with this. It's like there's a real fine balance in between what is too stuck on a rock. What in the heck? There's a real fine balance in between what is too taut and not taut enough. And I've yet to actually truly understand that balance. As far as just like basic flipping, see, I'm flipping too far up. It's just trying to figure out how to actually cast with this stupid thing. It is so picky. Like, I know every angle on a what I could get away with a spinning reel. These, see, it flips up. It just wants to go haywire. Running into the same problems again now. So, shit. I don't know. Scotty was saying earlier, I got it on his camera, he's had mostly a hate relationship with this reel. I'm starting to understand why. Some of it is most definitely user error my end, but man, I don't know. I know guys swear by these things, but I just don't see why. You got a spinning reel, and any advantage that these things claim to have, I'm just not seeing it. See, even with that, it's technically too loose, and this thing just wants to smack and go around. It's like it doesn't even want to cast right, which I can't understand. Do like the rod, like the feel of everything. I mean, don't get me wrong, if it actually did what it was supposed to do reliably, I'd be happy about this, but as of right now, I don't know. Fun novelty, if nothing else. It's good for a couple yucks. This water is absolutely beautifully clear, though. A lot of plant life. So this is actually an old fracking reservoir. They had the whole thing drained, and basically what they're doing now, they're actually stocking it basically to rebalance out the ecosystem. Fenced off section behind me is private property. Not allowed to go in there. It's one of their pumps. But other than that, fishermen come down here all the time and have fun. I'm thinking with all this, I made this thing about as weedless as I can. Already saw some beautiful bass, some real tiny bluegill right here. And right now it's just the lack of control with this thing, and part of that is just spending so many years with a spin caster. It's just second nature to me. Like, this is all foreign, just doing most of the work goofy handed like this. That's the other thing I never understood about these bait casters. And I see right-handed guys do it all the time too. They're switching hands over to their left to crank with their right, but it just seems so strange to me. And I know they sell them the other way, where I could get the crank over here and be, which they consider left-handed. Which I don't understand. But yeah, so far, right now it's working, I guess. But I can't get any distance with it. That's about as far as I could go. See, they're out here. See, it wants to plop and just go shoot down like that. I can't understand how this thing is trying to work, is basically what I'm saying. Should try top water today. They have been going up top. Yep. See, soon. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, I understand what it's trying to do, but I don't know. It's either me or this isn't a great, another rig that just isn't that great and kind of hindering me. If the idea is you have more control with a bait caster, I am not seeing it. I think I could spend 100 years trying to use one of these and still just not see it. The whole design just, from start to finish, just is counterintuitive. Not trespassing, I'm not trespassing, I'm not trespassing. I'm not. I'm on the outside of the fence. Let's try to step back down there again. That was a little bit more stable. I had to bum a smoke off of Scotty after using this damn thing. See, it always, the way my cast is, it's always going to the left, and that's the only way I could get any real distance out of it. Here, let's try to do an overhead. See, it just wants to shoot. My buddy Dennis, he said do it like an underhand pitch, which that's fine and dandy, but I'm still not understanding the benefits. I mean, the real advantage is I could feel everything, every little bump on the line by keeping my hand there. You know what, this plant cover is not working out for me with this lure. I think I'm gonna go to a weightless yum. It's getting stuck right in the plants. I end up pulling all the plants out, even with the weedless. But let's do a couple more casts like this, just because, see, that's as far as I could get with it. It's like, are you serious?
trying to keep an open mind with it. It's just I don't understand. See, throw it that way at all, it wants to get one.
Oh, we got something going on here. We got something going on. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. He jumped on that spinner bait.
Want to slow-mo and
He jumped on that spinner bait.
make sure you got a good shot in front of the camera.
Oh yeah.
Scotty's got the first net.
He's a nice little guy there. That looks like the one I caught the other day.
Oh yeah.
That might be the same one. There you go, buddy. Yeah. That's the joy of fishing, buddy. You know what I mean? The mystery of the depths. You never know what's going to be in there. There you go, everybody.
The only mystery I'm seeing right now is the mystery of this bait caster.
Bait casting mystery.
I'm bird's nesting less, so I mean that's a step in the right direction.
Oh, yeah. Well, unfortunately, he's not big enough to take home. You go back into the depths there, buddy. Oh, uh-oh. He flapped loose on me.
See? I'm not the only one who does this.
There you go. Get back in there. Yeah. That looked exactly like the one I got on Sunday. It was a windy day and cloud cover all over. But I was using swim bait.
Okay.
I wasn't using a spinner bait. He jumped right on that thing.
You know what? You gotta give me an idea.
What's that?
I think I'm gonna use my chatterbait out here.
Oh, that's a good idea. As windy as it is. You know what I mean? Yeah?
Wow, that was my best cast yet. Why am I more happy about getting this bait out there than I am actually catching a fish right now? Additional weight might actually do this good. Oh, Scotty, when you run out of film on there, you're gonna hear beep, 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 beep. Okay. Let me know, I'll flip you over to a new SD card.
Hey, that was decent. I like that. That was good. Very nice. It does work. I couldn't even get it to do that. I could not even get it to do that.
Through many tears, it's coming together.
Yeah, I couldn't even get it to do that. I was like, this sucks, man. I hear all these great things, you know.
Same. I actually like the setup. The feel is nice.
Yeah?
Don't get me wrong.
How's the sensitivity?
I don't know. I'll let you know when something bites. In fact, I'm gonna just try this a couple casts, just suspending it. That's why I want to get that chatterbait on here. Gives me a little bit more tactile feedback. Wow. Okay, one thing I need to keep in mind, the gear ratio on this is far different than I'm used to, so pulling it in is pulling it in. Oh God, I'm becoming that dog on green eggs and ham. I do like green eggs and ham. I do like bait casters. I do, Sam, I am.
I found this to be the better spot because over there on the crest,
Uh-huh.
every time we
It doesn't even look the same over there anymore. And a lot more inviting with all these no trespassing signs. They mean the other fishermen, of course. Probably because everyone else is literate. Remember, if anyone comes, we'll be like, Lo siento, no hablo. Okay, now I'm starting to feel what this is telling me. Oh look, I'm actually starting to cast out where I wanted to. This is progress. Ever so slowly. I know I'm retrieving this Ned rig in way faster than I should be. I'm just having so much fun actually getting a feel for this stupid thing. It's like The Jerk with Steve Martin. I got the beat. Yeah, the big advantage with bait casting rods, they're far stiffer, one-piece rods, so I could use larger baits and it'll take it. So I'm going to switch up. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, it's just all going to be about reps. Reps and more reps. In Bird's Nest. See, so right now, with my skill set, or lack thereof, I can get one particular type of cast out of this. That is it. If I stray from that, that's a danger zone. Any fish want to help me with hook sets? Oh, you all jump out at once now. We're also right down the road from an airport. But you can barely tell. It's not really an issue. You barely ever see the planes coming. Most definitely can't hear them at all. I gotta wonder what these fish think whenever they see that. Yeah, we were down here about 7 years ago, a couple months. Oh, then you hear that's the retro jet right there. That's how they stop. But yeah, we're down here about 7 years ago. I'll throw up the picture. I have them on Facebook. There's a big line front that came through here. Tornado warnings all around. We're just out here fishing. The landscape of the lake changed, but I was on the wall right where the sun is setting, right where that plane went over. And technically, this is considered a wall cloud. Those clouds are probably about 200 feet or less above the ground. It was a sight to see.
I'm in danger.
By the way, this is right after the storm passed, And the little area right there, right before that catwalk, is the area where Scotty and I are fishing off of now. The catwalk went out to some type of pump. It had something to do with a fracking mechanism as well. So everything changed. I don't know the ins and outs of that machinery, but gives you an idea of how the landscape changed in the area.
Get together and fish, buddy, you know, I would definitely love to be there.
Sounds good, man.
Be good, travel safe on your way home, all right?
Sounds good. Have a good one.
You too, brother. Oh, I'm gonna get home and fucking chill. My chair's calling my name.
Heard that. So yeah, I think Scotty found the only bass in here. I'll give it a little while longer because I'm persistent. Got all these barn sparrows all of a sudden just flying all around. It's a Hitchcock film. What is this? Whoa. Yo, Scotty. Yeah. You left me with a Hitchcock film.
I did?
Look at all the birds.
Oh, nice. They must know I'm leaving. Hey, we'll see you, Bubba. It's good to fish with you again.
Have a good one.
You too, brother.
Okay, so this is the part where I get murdered, I think, by the birds. What is going on? This is wild.
Good evening.
I had high hopes down here with how they stocked it. First thing we saw was a pretty large largemouth right where you enter in. But to be honest, that's the only bass I've seen all day. At least I could confirm. See, we're getting to that point where it should be prime bite time, and I'm just not seeing it. Could be me. Keep in mind, new gear, the way you throw is reel in is totally different. Different gear ratio and everything. Who knows? I'm gonna catch something on this on its maiden voyage though before I take off myself. That was a weird thing, like even watching that fish tossing some stuff out in front of it. Just seemed very lethargic and disinterested. To a lesser extent, I could say the same about... Oh! That was a hit. That was a good hit. I'll shut up and fish now. Actually, it was more than a hit. It was definitely a bass that got on and then was able to spit the hook out. At this point, I should have taken a look at my bait, but I didn't. So, this really does, got him. Got one. We're not skunked. Oh! Oh, you son of a gun. We're not skunked. Oh! Didn't drop it with your left hand, did you? Yeah, this is going to be a whole new learning curve for me. At this point, I think that the issue is still me not setting the hook strong enough. And while I definitely could have thrown my left hand back a little bit more, that is not the real issue here. And I still didn't look at the bait. So we have to go through this lesson 2 more times. Got one. Got him. Got him. He's not gone this time. Jeez, man. Drag was too loose. Wrong. Drag. Oh, I see him. I see him. Chase that in. And I did that. Oh boy. And he's right there looking at it. So look at this dummy. Let's get it back out there because he's still, for whatever reason, curious about this. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Oh, you son of a...
You ever hear the one about the fish that got away because someone didn't know how to hook his bait? Let me tell you the punchline. It's right here. And a 1, and a 2, and a wee. Bye.
It's not a skunk. We are not considering that a skunk, but I think I see the issue here. So the way I hooked this worm prevented the hook point from penetrating through it. No matter how hard I'd set, the worm would actually be fighting against the hook set. It was a means of protecting the rubber worm, but oh well. That would help. Dum dum. I covered up too much of the hook. User operator error. No, it had nothing to do with this.
I lost 4 bass today. Not because of the bait caster, not because of the drag, because I didn't know how to put a worm on a hook. You'll have days like that. Let that be a lesson to you. I skunked myself. So till next time, well, this weekend I'll be back with the Rum Shakers up at Spiel's Tavern. There's actually 5 lakes in the 10-mile radius around Spiel's. I fished almost all of them. There's 2 in particular I haven't touched yet, and I'm going to do a 2-for-1 deal. So you could make assumptions as to where that is if you know the area. So I'll see you Saturday, and until next time, keep on. No, wait a second. I'm not done here. I have not caught a fish on this new combo yet, and that is going to be my goal. As I was putting this video together, it became abundantly clear that this was something I had to do. So Harry hit me up, and we went down to Carnegie Lake, a couple blocks away from my apartment. And the goal was for me to catch any fish on this combo. Unfortunately, I failed. I did get one heck of a bird's nest, and now I'm going to have to cut the line. In reading reviews of the Abu Garcia Easy Cast system, I began realizing and feeling that there's a weird vibration in the spindle that kind of holds itself back. There's no braking mechanism per se, so it kind of throttles itself, and it's counterintuitive to any way that I could think of fishing. So I do have a solution to that. In the meantime, once a bird's nest, I picked up my spinning reel, and using the same wacky rig that I used here, upon the first cast, switched over to my spinning rig. There's a lesson to be learned here. There's a lesson. I don't know what it is yet. I have a bird's nest to get out of that spool before I use it again.
If you use it again.
If I use it again. Okay.
Back we go.
Back we go.
And after a short pop-up rainstorm, Harry found a fish he was targeting too. After missing it several times for issues that rhyme with rag,
You appreciate a spin cast
he did this.
I know get skunked today, man. See what we got.
Small bass?
Yep. Oh yeah, the rebel crab, baby.
Harry's been fighting this thing for 20 minutes. He also did it on a bait caster.
That's a lie.
Here. Told you there's fish down here.
Oh, there's definitely fish. There's no denying that.
We had to work a lot harder down here than usual.
Oh, yeah, no kidding, huh?
Must have been a weekday.
Oh, beautiful. You got jokes, too. Comedy included. There we go. Not a bad little dude for the day, huh? All right, fella, get on.
Why do you keep dropping us like this?
Go the other way. Go the other way. There you go. Now you right there, under the rock. Hey, I didn't get skunked. Woo!
It flew out.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So my solution to the baitcast reel is this. A few months back, my buddy gave me the Shakespeare Ugly LP reel. And unlike the Abu Garcia, it actually does have a legit magnetic braking system. So I'm going to throw some 20-pound braid on this and give it a try and get a better feel for what a baitcast reel can do. The Abu Garcia is nice as a trainer, but the problem is it tries to idiot-proof your casting so much that it becomes counterintuitive to you actually casting. So it doesn't make sense. If you're trying to, it's very easy to overpower the throw. And before anyone asks, yes, I'm very well aware of the rubber bushing issue. The rubber bushing that is on the spindle that comes loose and starts rubbing against the whole mechanism. I did check for that before I went out today. That is not the issue. The issue is simply with the spindle itself. It just kind of vibrates in a weird way if you start getting it up to speed, and it was just causing havoc today. So we're going to give this a try and see where we go from there in terms of bait casters. And I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Until next time, keep on fishing.